doesn't even talk to me like that. So my mom, she was like, I used to be super popular with the men, like the young men back in the day in university days. So apparently this is how my mom, she didn't tell me that I was going to explode if I had sex. She told me that sex is like, it's beautiful if you meet the right person, but definitely, ideally, try to wait until marriage and like with safety, security, everything. I understood all of that. And then she was like, but this is how I used to. So she would make sure to be like, I never like put out. I want to make sure the men knew that where my boundary was. But this is how you should date, daughter, okay? And this is what he told me. She told me, you find a nice guy, you go on a date. Because see the proposition, see how his family is, see how he is, does he have ambition? And then you put him on hold. You put him on red. Leave him on hold. And then you go around and look for, like, if there's another guy that approaches you and thinks that you're nice, I want to go on a date. You go on the date. And I was like, wait, but Mom, you already went on the date with the first guy. Like, shouldn't you, like, maybe let the first guy know? And then she's like, no. It was just a casual date. I didn't fuck him. Like, I have the right to go with another guy. And I was like, so you told the other guy you never see him? Like, no, I keep seeing both simultaneously. And then I was like, okay. And then she was like, and you keep doing that. As many as you can to min-max, seeing as many good propositions as possible, and then you settle for the perfect one because you need to compare. What if you look at one and you think it's perfect, but it's not because you didn't meet the actual perfect one? So you need to always be flip-flopping and looking for the right card in this deck of men. What? And then I'm just like, wait, so you want me to just date as many as possible at the same time? And she's like, yes, yeah. And obviously, if they're no good, don't leave them hanging on, right? Like, make sure you cut that off if you think they're no good, if they don't deserve you. But always try to be efficient and don't waste time, because youth is a fleeting thing. If you waste time on one guy for 1 year, you're gonna go from 18 to 19, and then what? You're never gonna get 18 back. So you always make sure you're always looking. While you're dating one guy, eyes glancing. I was like, mother, what the fuck are you teaching me right now?
And then she was like, to the bathroom.
And then she was like, how do you think I found it? Like, apparently my dad was cream of the crop, basically. Because my dad was the one where she was like, you know what? I'm done scanning. I'm done looking. And I was like, Dad slay. Dad slay.
I was so shocked. I feel like I need to pee. Wait, am I like leaking?
No.
Oh, thank God. I need to pee.
Giri needs full RSS armor. Dude, she was lethal, bro. I was like, what are you teaching me, mother? Like, this is cheating. And she was like, well, I mean, I never committed. I never said that I was going to be his girlfriend. And it's not like I was physically putting out. So it doesn't matter. And I was like, okay. Right. This makes a lot of sense. She was dating or organizing a WoW raid. My mom was crazy, but to her credit, apparently she did get wooed by a lot of men, so she had that option of like kind of just going through the pack of cards and going like next. Okay, I'll keep that one on the side. Yeah, this could be a good supporter card. And next, another one. You know, like I guess she had that luxury, but I'm just like, girl, I don't know if I'm gonna have that same luxury. Number one, and number two, it feels kind of bad, right? My mom was like, no. This is how you date. And my dad literally, they're just sitting there like listening, and he's just like, My mom legit had like 20 boyfriends, I suppose you can call it that, like 20 potential prospects. My dad, I think, only dated one girl prior to dating my mom, and it was like an earnest dating. Things didn't work out, broke up with her, and then he came to Beijing, met my mom, like they got introduced, kind of a thing. Yeah, I don't know what my dad did, but I remember what my dad did. So my mom always talks about it so fondly. It's like the smallest thing, but she always talks about it so fondly. So apparently one day they went on a date or something, and then, you know, back in the day, there's no cars. You can't afford cars. Everyone's on bike. And then like her bike broke or something like that. Or no, my grandpa's bike, my mom's dad's, my maternal grandfather's bike broke. And then my dad is really good with his hands, and he's also very clever. So my dad offered to go to my mom's house to be like, oh, I can help. My mom was like, really? Like, he's never, like, showcased that set of skills to her before. So she didn't know that he had it. And then she was like, okay, I guess so. And then apparently my grandpa tried to fix the bike before himself. Also went to, like, maybe, like, a neighbor to kind of fix it. Nothing worked. And my grandpa was like, oh, it's okay. I'll just maybe save it for a new bike or whatever. My mom brought my dad in, like, 10 minutes or something. My dad was like on his hands and knees, just like she told me shoulders rolled up, sleeves rolled up, hoisted his like pants up, bent down, and started cranking that winch, right? This is how my mom retells the story. And then in 10 minutes your father fixed the bike good as new. It ran better than before. And not only did he impress me, which is important, but most importantly he impressed your grandfather. Your grandfather was like, that's a keeper. My mom saw my dad working that bicycle with grease on his hands and a winch in the other, and she was like, yeah, I'm done looking. I'm not looking for no other man. That's the one.
A few moments later.
Okay, literally, my dad told me he could not leave it up to chance because he really, really likes my mom.
Yeah.
So he's like, any possible thing, like, he needs to be there.
Yeah.
Like, he has this rule where he's never gonna be in a vehicle full of just women. Like, especially when he's alone with a woman, never ever, right? Like, he goes out of his way to, like, my
Even
mom
when
is
they were
not.
dating?
Yeah,
Okay.
until today. Even though they're married.
That's really good though. I think that's very
Right?
gentleman. I think I would expect at
But the
least
thing
that
is, my
from a man,
dad
too.
feels uncomfortable. Because my dad
Yeah.
used to be the popular one.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a lot of women that like him, but he low-key finds women like that, like, you know, like, he doesn't like it.
All women are repulsive and disgusting,
Yeah.
except for his wife, guys.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
get your
my
shit
dad.
together. Okay, yes.
Unironically, like, he has never once, like he, I would believe it is if he, like, fucking, I don't know, like, did any other bad thing, but cheating is the only thing I would never ever believe, because, like, my dad he doesn't like other women, but he only liked my mom. So because, like, my mom was the first girl that he really, really liked, and I think the first girl he dated, if I'm not wrong. So because he really liked her, he did not leave anything to chance. He made sure that he's always there in the morning, at night, always there because he gives her food.
Yeah.
They eat together, right? And then any interest she has, he would, like, lie and basically say that he's interested too.
Yeah, I love golf. And he's like, is it learning golf on Google? He's
Yeah.
like, how do you golf, man?
And then he's like, he would make, like, the whole, like, oh, if you gain weight, you love me, right?
Yeah.
And then there were times he was like, oh, you know what they say? Like, my parents didn't do anything until, like, they actually got married. But the way my dad said it was like, you know, when you first hold hands with someone, you hear, like, wedding bells, right? But here's the thing, chat. At that time, there was an area that was next to, like, this church. And at a specific time every day, there would be bells ringing.
Oh my god, your dad did not.
And my mom...
Your dad is so sly
That's
in
the
the
thing,
cutest
like,
way. Oh my god.
My mom
Oh.
never had, like, she couldn't afford, like, a bike or anything like that, so
Yeah.
she never been to this area. My dad
Yeah.
specifically took her to this area.
Yeah.
And at that exact time, he would hold her hand.
That is
and
so
boom,
funny.
right?
Oh my
Bells
God.
start ringing. And
Oh.
my mom is, like, a village girl, so she didn't
Yeah.
understand anything, and my dad's like, oh,
Oh my God.
He's like, you hear that?
This is
That's
like
meant to be.
This is the shoujo manga
Yeah.
that I just
No,
I just eat that shit up, bro. Oh my god, this
Low
is so
key,
cute.
my
so
dad
cute.
gaslit the shit out of my mom, and my
Yeah.
mom ate it up because
Yeah.
she's not smart, you know. So she's
Yeah.
like, "Wait a minute, I gained weight. I heard wedding bells. I got like I
All the
start
signs are
seeing
there. This cannot be
Yeah.
fallacy. This must be true.
Yeah, and another thing that my dad did was like he
Immaculate,
gave
yeah.
my mom like a specific type of shampoo and everything. So
Yeah.
like her hair is getting better, her skin is getting better, and he's like, "Look, you're glowing." That
Yeah.
only happens
Oh
with the
my
person
God,
you love.
Your dad is
But it's
so
like
funny.
it's because you're finally taking care of yourself. So obviously you're like in better health, right?
Yeah.
But my mom's like, wait a minute, I'm glowing.
This is
I'm gaining
true,
weight.
yeah.
I'm hearing church bells. It's a
Yeah.
sign. So then they end up being together.
Subscribe, hit the like button,